Hey everybody, it's Christia.
And it's Kitty. What's up?
What it do? Okay, so I don't know how many times people ask me how did we meet, and
a million.
Every day. So I was like, oh, we can tell the story, we can do the vlog or whatever.
Yes.
So I'm gonna start this off, okay?
Please.
Because he played me. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Okay. So we met at a birthday dinner about 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And at this dinner, you were new in town, weren't you? Like,
yeah,
or you had just moved here?
Yep.
He just moved here from like Mississippi, like maybe a year or two prior.
Right.
And so we were at this dinner, and I think you were sitting across from me, and I was like,
I was.
Nice to meet you, whatever,
Right.
And so at that dinner, I just remember, and you can tell this part better, babe. Tell this part.
No, you tell it.
Okay,
I like it. You tell it.
You tell it because this is when you first noticed me, though.
Right. No, you explained just kind of what happened.
Okay, so I had just gotten back from Brazil maybe a few months prior, and I had went with the ministry team, Randy Clark Ministries, and we did a lot of traveling over there, and there were a lot of signs and wonders and miracles, when we pray for people or whatever. So at this dinner, the friend of mine, her mother was dealing with cancer, and so they asked me to pray for her, and I did, and you said that was when you first noticed me. I didn't really notice anything, different or anything after that. We just did that, and then we just, ate and had a good time and stuff like that. So I don't think I really saw you after that, but we were running the same circle, so we would see each other. And so word on the street was, that he thought I was cute and everything, So, when MySpace was popping.
Throwback.
MySpace was popping, so I sent him a message on MySpace. And I was like,
this.
whatever. I sent him a message on MySpace, and because I saw him at an event, and I was like, hey, Kenny, it was nice to see you. I was like, maybe we should hang out or something. And he never, ever responded to my Facebook message. Not Facebook, but MySpace. He never responded to my MySpace message. Today he's talking about he never got that message, but you never. So then when I would see him out or whatever, I was like, this dude just played me, But I played off. I was like, whatever. So every time we would see each other, he would be like, Christia! And then they're like this. And then, but it's so funny because you would do this.
Okay.
Christia! Hi! He did. And then he would give me a hug or whatever. So we would just like a hi and bye.
I love it.
It would be like a hi and bye thing. And we never had a conversation with each other. Within those, until the last year when we started dating, or when I came back to Hope Church. Right. We had never had a conversation with each other.
Shout out to Hope Church.
Pastor Greg, Pastor Kim, everybody.
Love y'all.
Right. But we had never had a conversation longer than, hey, how are you?
Right.
So I came back to Hope Church almost 2 years ago. And, I would see him a lot more, and we would talk a little bit more and stuff like that. And I remember one Sunday there was this thing that they showed on the screen. There's a big youth conference that we take the youth to every year, and it was called Invasion. And on the screen I saw Kenny. They were doing a promo, and on the screen Kenny was singing or preaching or something. It looked like he was doing that. And I heard the Holy Spirit say to me, what about him? And I just kind of brushed it off because I was in another relationship at the time. And then I was like, he's not interested in me. He never responded to my MySpace message ever. So I just kind of blew it off, and so I ended up going to that youth event or that youth conference, and we talked a little bit more at the youth conference. Right. And then when we came back, we were just, talking a lot more to each other and stuff. And I remember you asked me to help style you for some photo shoot or whatever. I was like, yeah, you was trying to.
I remember this part.
Some game or whatever. He sent me a message on Facebook, was like, I need some help with this photo shoot or whatever. So we started, I gave him my number, and we started texting each other about clothes.
Come on, number!
And stuff. And then one Sunday night, out of the blue, at 10 o'clock at night, this boy texted me talking about some, I saw you had your Starbucks at church. And I was like, oh, you remember I like Starbucks? And he's like, yeah. And so I don't know what happened. After that we had the Hope Church was it CD release?
Yes.
And then there, that's where I'm gonna let you take it over.
Okay. So I remember this very clearly. I was on the stage, we were singing, and I saw her walk down the aisle towards her. You had on this black jumper. It was fly. It was real nice, you know. It's like she was doing her thing, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know how she do. Right up, Motor Christia. Shout out for that. But yeah, she walked down the aisle, and it was like I saw her for the first time. Like she really was revealed to me, and I was just like, Actually, and I always tell this part too, if you've seen the movie Boomerang with Eddie Murphy, when he's going into work and Robin Gibbons, you know, is standing there reading the paper. When he sees her, his head goes, whoo. That's exactly what happened. She walked down that aisle.
Praise the Lord.
Right. Well, I was praising the Lord for His creation. That's what I was praising Him for.
I was playing.
So, and I was like, woo. I said, so, you know, afterwards we were just talking and stuff, and we took a picture together. And for real, I felt like some chemistry when we took the picture. Mm-hmm. And when we looked at the picture, I was like,
he's like, this girl right here, she's amazing. I'm like, you ain't never respond to my MySpace message.
Okay. Anyway, so that whole MySpace thing, I promise you I don't remember that. But for real, that night when I saw the picture, and it's cool because had we started dating then, to just wrap all this in, we would have been terrible for each other because neither one of us were in a place to be open for a relationship. Neither one of us were really just healed from past relationships and things like that. So God's timing is perfect. You know what I mean? A lot of times we try to rush into things and we're tired of being lonely. And, you know, I know both of us were probably lonely, and we were both doing our own thing. Like I was doing my music, she was doing, you know, her fashion, and she was teaching and stuff like that. But there was still a part of us that was still missing, and it was, you know, that love life, you know. And so we actually took the picture, and we actually went on our first date. Now, our first date was actually at House of India restaurant. Shout out to House of India. That's my peeps.
We love you.
My peeps. But we went there, and so we're sitting there talking and everything, and she, something about her making me basically blush and turn red, and I was like, you know, ain't nobody, not just an ordinary person can do this. Mm-hmm. And so she said something, and I really turned red in the face, and I was like, and she was like, no, you don't. She's like, oh my God, you do. And so it was so funny. But after that, you know, the relationship started to develop and everything, but
oh, wait a minute. But first of all, I didn't even know it was a date, y'all. Like, we were just talking. We realized we had a lot of stuff in common because I just thought we were hanging out. And then, like, the bill came, and so he grabbed the bill, and I'm like, yo, how much do I owe, you know? And he's like, this is the first of many dates. And I was like, this is a date? Oh, my God.
Well, your boy, how we do? But yeah, it was beautiful, though. And so here it is, you know, 14 months, almost 15 months later now. And we still together.
We're still together. And it's not perfect.
No.
By any
Let
means.
us keep saying that. We do these blogs and all type of stuff. We are two imperfect people who are still working through life and everything else. But the common denominator between us is love. Yeah. And that we both see the benefit of real love and real communication and real talk. You know what I mean? You can go through life guarded all you want to, but you will be miserable. You will be lonely. And if God shows you that person, fellas, let me say something to you. Don't wait forever. If you're looking for the perfect woman, you're not going to find her because you're not the perfect man. Right. Jesus is the only thing that's perfect that's ever walked this earth. And we're striving to be like him. And so that's what we keep him at the forefront of our relationship. That is no cliche. We have some great friends in our life who help keep us balanced and sane and everything, but our relationship is our relationship, and it's what we have made out of it. Right. We've sown into each other's life. Right. We've understood each other and worked through some very tough moments, and you might have heard us mention that in our last blog, but it's true. You know, relationships take time to develop.
They take work.
They do.
You know, and just like he said, if you're waiting for the perfect woman, you know, or you waiting for the perfect man, you know, they're not out there because you're not perfect, right. You know.
And that's okay.
You know. And the beauty of it is that we bring out the best qualities of each other, you know. So he pushes me and I push him to be the best him and to be the best me that we were created.
Iron sharp as iron.
Yeah, and I don't want anybody thinking that we know like everything about relationships or anything. We know our story, and you know, we want to get our story out there because it might encourage other people. Because people encourage us, like our pastors and like people in our life tell us that like you have to be each other's best friends, and I can truly, honestly say that this is my best friend. You know, like I'm very comfortable around him. Like, you know, I can tell him anything, he can tell me anything, and there's a safe place here. And that's so important, you know. So anything else?
I love you.
I love you. So shout out to everybody. We love y'all.
Love y'all. So that's it, y'all. Just keep praying for us. We'll keep praying for you. You know, let's make these relationships work.
Yeah.
You know, we're tired of seeing people just break up and divorce and go through all that type of stuff. We hope little moments like this bring a little, you know, just sunlight, you know, to your day. If you're in a relationship right now that is not working out right now, know that there is still hope in there. If you want to work it out, it can be worked out. But if it's over, you know, and you may need to move on, that's okay too. And don't jump into another relationship if you're not healed from the last one. That's a whole nother sermon. We ain't gonna go into that tonight. But this is our story, so we out. Peace.
Peace.